Yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle.
Today we are watching some more videos by MoreParz. Let's get into the video.
Most snails aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian.
Cool. Is it?
Introducing the cone snail.
Prediction. Poisonous, venomous, toxins, neurotoxins. It's so deadly. It kills you in a second. You have no time to react. You don't even feel it bite. You don't feel nothing. It kills you. It eats you. It melts your bones. That is my prediction. Let's see if I'm right.
And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your next nap to be in a coffin.
Whoa,
and the way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything?
It's from Australia. That's how.
Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook.
Oh, what?
That's right. Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
Hell yeah.
And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers a hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion.
Another reason why I will never visit Australia. Just add it to the list. Add it to the list.
And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's venomous.
Called it. I called it. I called that shit. Frame 1.
That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And, you know, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting.
Why do you need all
there's
that?
No anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay.
I call that shit so easily. Everything in Australia is the worst.
Who balanced this Dolphins get drunk.
What?
But why? Well, you see, the dolphin is by far and away the smartest animal in the ocean. In fact, they're actually the second smartest thing on the planet, just behind you and me. This means they are smart enough to understand that the ideal way to spend your night is more plastered than Chad and Max on your average Cold Ones episode. There is just one problem.
What?
Last I checked, there's no bottle-o in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
So how does a dolphin get fired for
They steal it from fishermen. That's my guess. They steal
Simple. They abuse pufferfish. You see, due to the lack of underwater alcohol, dolphins need to find other ways to get their fix, which is where SpongeBob's driving instructor comes in. You see, pufferfish contain this really cool and totally not dangerous substance called tetrodotoxin. What is tetrodotoxin?
I don't know.
You know, it's only one of the most potent natural neurotoxins on the fucking planet.
Oh, of course it is.
Will freeze your heart and lungs in under an hour with a tiny dose. And it's the reason why cooking a pufferfish requires a dexterity check, so you don't, you know, hit the poison gland and get yourself deleted.
Yeah. I would never eat pufferfish.
Now, puffers carry this as a defense mechanism as poison accumulates in their organs and skin. Why is that important? Well, you see, I kind of lied. Dolphins don't get drunk. They get high on neurotoxin.
Yeah.
Get it?
That's why I was confused. I thought he meant literally drunk. But I knew pufferfish got them high. I didn't think it got them drunk. So that's why I got confused.
Pods of dolphins will bully pufferfish until they inflate, then partake in a literal puff pass. By lightly squeezing the puffer in their mouth, they receive a small dose of neurotoxin, which has a narcotic effect, allowing Flipper here to trip balls before passing the unhappy basketball onto the next submarine stoner.
Are they immune?
Flipper and friends saw the deadliest neurotoxin on the planet and said, "Fuck it, let me try some of that."
Hell
if
yeah.
you see this thing T-pose, run.
Anteater? Those little guys are they hostile? I didn't think they were.
Introducing the anteater, a goofy little creature native to Brazil, and to
Brazil?
understand why the absolute stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're going to have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants. And weighing in at 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in length.
Why is even an anteater taller than me? Why?
It needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer.
Didn't I do for you?
A 60-centimeter long tongue, designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal.
5'2".
However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple. With the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete.
Damn.
Now, these work great for digging, but they are also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and all the way off.
Yeah.
If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego...
I don't understand trophy hunters at all. Like, I have a family member who used to hunt deer and has like so many deer heads on their wall. It's so creepy. It's so unsettling. Why would you want that?
The anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery, causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors. Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
Hell yeah. Dominance.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep...
No, not more spiders. God damn it. God damn it. My worst fear keeps coming to haunt me in these videos. Why?
Secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native to the land down under.
Oh, those fuckers. Those, the huntsmen are like the biggest spiders, aren't they? Or they're one of the biggest. They're so big. Why? Why?
Number one cause of tourists absolutely...
I'm gonna hope that was the fucking moth. I think it literally landed on my head and gave me a jump scare and flew off.
Introducing the huntsman, native to the land down under, and the number one cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Yeah, that just happened to me.
In defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make it look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 fucking centimeters in size.
Holy, it is as big, if not bigger than a foot long at Subway, because even those things are not foot longs anymore.
Making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long.
Yeah.
Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tech build. Unfortunately, the Huntsman is fucking turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The Huntsman is a big sweetheart.
I don't believe you.
Despite looking like an SCP, Huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a Huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see,
I still don't. I don't want to see that guy. I don't want to see that little spider crawl on my pillow. I don't want that thing to be near me. No, thank you.
He understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control. I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes.
What?
Yeah, you see, Huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun...
I would absolutely total my car if one of those just chilled on my passenger seat. Oh, that thing's going in the ditch.
Visor because God is trying to flashbang you. Yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're going to crash the...
I would crash so quick.
This isn't a spider.
Snake?
It's a snake.
Yeah.
Introducing the Iranian...
I remember seeing that on like Twitter a few months ago. This thing's cool. I don't understand how it evolves that point.
Spider-tailed horned viper, as the name suggests, native to Iran, and you are all probably wondering why the f this snake has decided to attach a cosplay of the average Australian resident to his tail. The answer is food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others eat Remy, and the spider tail, not unlike myself, absolutely fucking loves KFC.
Yeah, I'd much rather have spiders.
Tend to fly.
Snakes
and last I checked, no probes don't have wings.
Why not?
So how does this viper get his zinger box? The answer is, again, food.
Bait.
You see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail knows this. So rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see, when a viper feels like a meal, it'll start the hunt by finding a nice rocky outcrop to curl up on like a couch. And due to the camouflage on his scales, this snake becomes practically invisible. Once he's nice and cozy, he begins to slowly wiggle his tail back and...
It is insane how realistic of a spider impression it does. Like that is so realistic. It's crazy. Why is it so realistic?
His face, perfectly mimicking the motion of an insect. Think of this as him placing his Uber Eats order. Meanwhile, up in the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when, holy shit,
a spider.
A free meal. What a delectable bug just sitting there on that rock. And so, Tweety Birdie swoops down to grab himself an insect Happy Meal.
But surprise,
just as he's about to reach his meal, this spider can remove your limbs.
No! Why? Why? Yeah, I like snakes. They are quite enjoyable. I like them. I'm not scared of them. But spiders, oh my goodness. I hate them so much. If you see me looking up, I am desperately looking for that moth. I'm desperately looking for it. I think it might have been noped out of the closet when it heard me scream bloody murder.
But how? Introducing the brown recluse, native to the
Oh my good god. Oh fuck no. Oh, if anyone is new to the channel and doesn't know me, I have these fuckers in my house. They've been in the room I'm recording this in. Recently. I had one right in front of my face. Not too long ago. These things are fucking in my attic. They are everywhere in this house. The brown recluse is my uninvited roommate. This little fucker is everywhere in this house. Oh no. It was fun when it was Australia, cause I knew I wouldn't run into it. Oh no.
native to the United States of America, and a prime example of don't judge a book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character custom.
Listen, they are scary when you don't expect them. It doesn't matter how the size they are. They're terrifying. They're terrifying. This is nightmare fuel for me. Because I legitimately could wake up and this thing could be a foot away from me. It's funny, haha, when it's Australia, but this is literally a spider that I've had to kill in this very room where I'm sitting.
A book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character customization, this little f***er is a level 500 rot build that gives Melania a run for her money. You see, a bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible, with you accidentally stepping foot onto his private property, causing him to exercise his Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
But considering a spider can't really hold a gun, he's gonna settle on biting your ass.
Yeah.
Now, that initial bite's pretty painless. You smack him away, all's well. There is just one small problem. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to sting a little more. You feel sick. The wound swells, and the blood vessels around the bite burst, turning it a deep red. Over the next few days, that colour shifts from red to purple to black, as the venom literally destroys and kills the surrounding tissue in a process called necrosis.
No, this is America. This is an American spider. I remember when I had it in my closet, I saw a big fucker in front of me. I was so paranoid it bit me. I'm still not entirely convinced that it didn't, because I know sometimes it can bite you without deadly effects, but I am very hopeful that it never bites me, but there is a very high chance that it does.
This causes the skin to literally rot and fall off of your body, and if you don't catch it in time, that rot's gonna spread. If you're lucky, it'll only make you violently ill and leave permanent scarring. If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading, and venom starts to destroy your blood cells and shut your organs down. Now, there's kind of only one solution to that, but you weren't using that arm anyway, right?
Hopefully, if I ever get bit, hopefully it gets my left knee, my left leg, because that's useless anyways.
Australia has a straight up Pokemon.
Oh, what is that little guy?
Introducing the brush.
This is like getting candy after like a shot. This is like getting a treat after like a bad accident. Oh, this is a breath of fresh air, hopefully.
Tail possum, more specifically, the golden brush-tailed possum. Native to the land down under and one of the rare examples of an Australian animal that isn't expressly designed to DoorDash you straight to heaven. You see, the brush-tail is one of a grand total of 23 species of Australian
23,
possum,
my lucky number.
which, despite the name, share absolutely no relation to the red-blooded American opossum. These adorable little marsupials come in all shapes and sizes, from the ringtail possum to the sugar glider, and to our protagonist here, the golden brushtail, which is really just a common brushtail possum with a rare genetic mutation called leucism that causes them to lose the pigment in their skin. So basically, it's a fucking shiny Pokemon. Coming in at around 4.5 kilos and 40 centimeters in length, these tree-dwelling marsupials are nocturnal and primarily herbivores, mainly consisting on a diet of leaves and fruit. And for added cute points, as marsupials, yes, they carry around their babies in a little pouch like their roided out cousin the kangaroo. However, come on, the thing is from Australia, you didn't really think these bad boys would be squeaky clean, did you? Of
course not.
You see, they aren't entirely herbivores. Sure, they love a good salad. They will also quite happily raid a bird's nest and turn Tweety's kids into a 3-egg omelette. Roadkill? Sounds like a fine steak dinner to me.
And just because it's not a venomous predator doesn't mean it can't take your fucking finger off. And the cherry on top, Aussie Pikachu here doesn't go Pika Pika.
Where does it go?
You see, Down Under doesn't have Pokemon trainers, because when you step into the tall grass out here, you hear this absolute fucking demon.
Australia doesn't just have snakes and spiders.
What?
It has a tiger.
Ooh.
Well, kinda.
Used to.
Introducing the thylacine, better known as the Tassie
It's
tiger.
extinct.
As the name suggests, native to my home state of Tasmania, this tiny little island off Australia's south coast. No, that is not New Zealand. They have hobbits, not tigers. Well, tiger isn't entirely correct. You see, the thylacine isn't a cat on steroids. You see, this bad boy is the largest carnivorous marsupial on the planet. Despite the kangaroo coming in at 7 foot tall and throwing kicks like Chun-Li, they are herbivores, and everything else of the pouch that eats meat is about the size of a chihuahua, making this 1.3 meter, 20 kilo kangaroo dog with a tiger persona the only marsupial apex predator. See, these things were ambush hunters, using stealth and speed to silently take down their prey like they're playing Assassin's Creed. On top of being a fully qualified Spec Ops agent, these things had a mouth on them to rival Kirby. Capable of opening their jaw a full 80 fucking degrees, which is absolutely terrifying and really cool. It's just one small problem.
Extinct.
You may have picked up on me talking mostly in the past tense, and that all of this footage is in black and white. That's because we don't have a tiger. We had one.
Cuss you out is what it
Unfortunately,
does.
the thylacine was driven to extinction in the late 1980s. By what exactly?
Humans.
The British. You see,
course.
when the Brits, did their thing and decided Tasmania was their house now, actually, they brought with them livestock, namely sheep and cattle, which was a fucking blessing to the Tassie tiger, which rapidly added these walking meatballs with the survival instincts of a wet sock to their meal plan. It's free real estate. The colonists did not take kindly to the thylacine taking their livestock without a license in it, so they placed bounties on their heads. Never mind that these things never attacked humans and very rarely took their livestock. No, they were an inconvenience. And so, they were hunted down. One by one by one. For 70 fucking years. Until September 7th, 1936. When the last thylacine, Benjamin, died cold and alone in a cage at the Hobart Zoo. Usually, I'd end these with a joke, but the fact that we wiped his entire bloodline and turned him into a fucking rug isn't that funny.
Yeah. That somehow it ended up being the last video I put together in this compilation. Wow. Didn't they leave him out? I think that night, if I remember correctly, there was a storm, and they didn't let him like back into the inside enclosure, if I'm correct. Humans have made so many animals extinct, it's crazy. But YouTube, if you made it this far, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Spider. Yeah. And until next time, bye bye.